foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my...
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready,
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now back to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, look, 3. 6-5-7. Hey, kill. Hey, 4, kill.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. Down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up third down.
Hey,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
On the ready. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mark. Let him know. Let him know. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And when our cameraman, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a give running right is Love.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Now Wentz. Caught by Nelson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Great 15.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Brown. Hey, Charlie.
Wentz going to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check Mike, watch the pass.
Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
61, match box, right.
On first down, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Love. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, it's Love. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw, escaping the pressure right, and that would not to be. It's incomplete, so they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. That's Isabella open on the right side. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cardinals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete as well.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Wentz now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Love again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14th on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Love. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On second down, it's Love. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Seahawks, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.